Hello, this is Susan Quinn at the University of South Carolina. We're going to be creating a Blackboard assignment and aligning the Carolina Core Learning Outcomes, or goals, to the assignment. First, you will need to log into Blackboard and go to the course being used for a Carolina Core assessment. Go to the area within the class site where you want to put the assignment. In this example, we're going to put it in an area called Assignments, but you could put it in any content area. To create the Blackboard assignment, click on the drop-down beside Assessments and choose Assignment. This will bring up the Create Assignment screen. In the first section, Number 1 is the assignment information, where you will put the name of the assignment and the instructions. You are going to use the following naming convention. The Carolina Core abbreviation, such as INF, GHS, SCI, and then a dash, the semester and year, another dash, and then the name of the assignment. It is important to include instructions, even if you have included them in your syllabus or in another document. The reviewers will be able to see your instructions if you put them here. The next two sections are optional. Number 2, assignment files is where you can attach a file to your assignment. And number 3, due dates, is also optional. The next section, number 4, is where you will select the various grading options. You must assign points possible to a Blackboard assignment. If you're not using the assignment for a class grade, type a 0 in here. I'll fill this in with my possible points in just a minute. But first, let me show you the settings if you'll be using a rubric to score the assignment for a class grade. Add rubric, select rubric, or you can create a new one. Choose the rubric, and there's a submit button at the bottom. Notice that you have the choice to override the score with the maximum points on the rubric. If you do this, it will fill in the possible points for you. Make sure that your rubric will be used for grading, and you can choose if you want to show the rubric to the students or not. In this example, I'm not going to use a rubric for grading, so I will delete it. But I will be giving a class grade for this assignment, and it's worth 20 points. Remember to type a 0 if you will not be giving a class grade for the assignment. The next area is submission details. Click on the title to see these options. The Carolina Core submissions need to be individual submissions. The number of attempts needs to be set to a single attempt so that the assessment does not pull multiple versions of a single student's work. If you want to have students submit earlier drafts of a paper, for example, you can create a separate assignment with multiple attempts, but do not align that assignment to Carolina Core goals. Have the students submit their final version to this assignment, which will be aligned to the goals. There is also an option here if you want to use the plagiarism tool, Safe Assign, but this is up to you. Using it will not impact the assessment. The next two areas, grading options, where you can enable anonymous or delegated grading, and display of grades, do not impact the assessment either. The next section, number 5, is availability. Make sure the assignment is available. You can limit the dates the students can see the assignment, here, and you can choose whether or not to track the number of views. Number 6 is submit. This is where you submit your assignment. Confirm that you created the Blackboard assignment correctly by looking at the icon. A Blackboard assignment icon is a piece of paper with a ruler and pencil. The next step is to align the appropriate Carolina Core learning outcomes or goals to the assignment you just created. If you are not already there, go to the area in the class site where you created the assignment. Click on the drop-down beside the assignment and choose Add Alignments. Search for Carolina Core. You will see a list of all the Carolina Core learning objectives. Find the area associated with your area, INF, CMW, etc. In this example, the course is associated with the Global Citizenship and Multicultural Understanding, Historical Thinking. So I'm going to select the 2 GHS goals. I'm going to put a check beside each goal and then click Submit. If you're unsure which goals to use, talk to your program coordinator or the Carolina Core project. I also want to point out that by default, the students will not see the goals. The buttons for student visibility are set to be off. To summarize, to double check that you have created the assignment and aligned the goals correctly, go to the area in the class site where you put the Blackboard assignment. You should see the icon with the ruler and pencil, and you should see your goals. Good job.